Welcome, welcome, welcome. Highly requested game today that people want to see that weren't able to come along. We're going to post this one up. Out of all of our performances, this is probably the game you'd least expect me to post. But that's cool. I'm brave like that. So this game's got a little bit of everything. It's got some controversy around this game. St. Thomas versus St. Andrews. So apparently St. Andrews host all their games live stream, so this game's going to be available online anyway. So that's why I'm cool with sharing this one. And it's a very unlike St. Thomas performance, so not too worried about this game getting viewed or picked apart. Good learning for us, this game. I'll say it like that without trying to do too much spoiler. So the controversy, so the way that this stands at this point, so this is like 2 days later, I'm recording this voiceover for the game. This is still Pool A. This is the last game of Pool Play in Thompson Trophy. With currently St. Thomas have won all 4 games so far. St. Andrews have lost 1 game to St. Bede's, and St. Bede's at the same time as this game are playing Boys High. Boys High hoping to win that game. Well, of course, as everyone does, but if Bede's win and if we lose, then that's 3 teams all tied on 4 wins and 1 loss. I think we, regardless, will go through with point differential, win, lose or draw. But if we win this, we obviously sweep our pool. That's what we're trying to do. So, more pressure on St. Andrews because they have lost the game to St. Bede's, and if they lose to us, they're in hot water basically if they lose this game. So perhaps that's why they've got a bit more urgency. That's no excuse though for us. So just breaking down St. Andrews a little bit, I haven't got to see them play live for a long time. We didn't play them at all last year, and we were in different pools and didn't cross over, and there's obviously no tournament because of COVID. So this is all new, seeing these guys play live. Well aware of Tane Lavery, Benji Freeman, not so familiar with Jackson Rhodes. All 3 in the Canterbury under-19 team. Shout out Coach Liam and the under-19 boys for winning Nats recently, winning Nationals recently. The pre-season Canterbury basketball ranked St. Andrews number 2 and St. Thomas number 5. It's been a big climb for St. Thomas, who were fighting to stay in Division 1 a year ago. And here we are, 4-0 in Thompson Trophy play, 5-1 on Saturday competition games. So getting a little bit of adversity is exactly what we are hoping to get, and you're about to see it. So the controversy, St. Andrews with a very unusual request, I wouldn't say a fair one. Our school decided to play ball and humour it. They requested all of our friends, family and students to not sit by the court and in fact sit in a different section upstairs, which a lot of people didn't like. And a lot of people from the basketball community have asked me about this week. So yeah, all of those great crowd support that you can see there, but all our boys are upstairs behind cameraman Ben. Shout out to Tahi Briggs, shout out all of our awesome students. There's nothing to be concerned about, our boys are great. We had our principal, head of sport, senior leadership members, myself obviously, but yeah, we're not allowed to sit by the court. Anyway, so that's the controversy, but that's all good. that background, some of the students at our school through one of their classes. Shout out Bailey Streeter, shout out Totahi Briggs. Interviews, questions, reviews, stuff like that they've been filming me to do. This one I got asked to give a bit of a review of our game, so I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone and lump that together. So here you go, fellas, here's my questions to your review that you've given me to do for the game. What a game to pick. This one is unique for us, different. Again, adversity in these situations are good for our students to go through while we're trying to get battle tested here. Got to give a shout out to Hugo Gonzalez, our year 11 sensation. Check out his kicks, would you? The Brooklyn Nets powder blue red colourway. They're money. They might be my favourite kicks I've seen on court this year. I love them. Stay tuned for that. Right, so question, would I have done anything differently as a coach for this one? I'm guessing if that's like if I got to replay. I obviously didn't do a good job of getting the boys ready to play defense. Defensively, this first quarter is very un-STC-like. I'm not quite sure why that was, so that's what I've been interested in. We try different things as coaches. We've won our last 4 games in Thompson Trophy, so I don't really actually want to change anything. So I was expecting our boys to come out defensively, fire it up, but that's not the case, as you'll see. And really, not a great start. So, but I don't know. I mean, really, it was. We talked about the same things we've spoken about in our previous games, which has been successful outcomes. Probably due for one of these games, like better to happen in this one as opposed to in say like a quarter or semi-final or a tournament. And as some people said to me at the game, and they were on the money, you'll probably learn more from this one than you would if things had gone smoothly. So no, I wouldn't really change anything. I think we had to go through this to learn some things, understand some things. Probably love the Thompson Trophy and how things are doing, but probably the only thing I don't like about it is we all tend to play at the same time at different locations around the city. So my favourite thing as a coach, and what I'll probably say is one of my, stronger points, is once I've actually watched a team play live, my understanding of that group is pretty good. So I kind of have better game strategies. So, man, it'd be awesome if I could have watched, our competition play previous. Whereas when we used to always play on Saturdays way back in the day, I'd go a little bit early and stay a little bit late and watch the game previous and after, and I'd get to actually watch teams play. So I had a really good understanding of what we needed to do against them, and this is a good example that there's a player, I don't know where he came from, number 24, he is just an absolute, he has a huge first quarter. He was not on the radar, so shout out to him. But again, I had to see him play to understand what he's able to do, and from what I understand, he doesn't typically have that kind of output. But boy, he put some numbers on the board in this one. Okay, next part. It's my understanding. Okay, so I'm not going to really run through like a full scout, but if we look at it, we got Tane Lavery is very athletic, strong, high usage, has the ball in his hand a whole bunch. Really good at swipes, breaking up somebody's drive by swiping in or getting fingers on the ball. I can go a bit more detail, but I'll keep it like that. Benji Freeman, just an offensive weapon, really. Pretty unlimited range. I could get into it a bit more, but I'm not going to. I could get really specific about his defense, but I'm not going to. And then not too familiar with the rest of the team. I don't know who that guard is. He's very athletic and fast also. I'm pretty sure that's not the kid that came over from Burnside, because I don't think he can play. They can only play 2 of them at the time, I think. So, but if that is the kid, then he's pretty solid. He looked like he almost got a dunk a couple times and got some deflections and things like that. But that's it. I don't know anyone else in that team. Year 10 Reed with Simons. Look out! You can quote me on this one, but when Rewa is year 13, he's going to be a destroyer. He's going to be 30 points per game. Rewa, let's watch this game back in 3 years' time, 4 years' time. You can quote me. Doing really, really well. He's an awesome leader for our junior team, and so it's cool to get him a couple of minutes. Get him some burn in the senior team. Right, okay, what am I most proud of this season? It's been a good start to the season for sure for us. Yeah, I mean, we've been talking about it recently. Our group's been reflecting, and I was having to convince the competitions committee that we should have been in, Division 1. Like, we were fighting to be even ranked, in the top 12. I remember being genuinely worried that our team wasn't going to be a Division 1 team at the beginning of last year, and we were so wrapped when we got Div 1. So just the growth, development, improvement, and how far we've come as a group. Our boys are hooping. We're playing some good basketball and done some good things this year. And obviously, our results from Wellington, Scots College game, that was a highlight. That was big for us. That was an incredible game, and getting to see Tafara, the number 1 player in the country, live was. I don't think I've seen a player like that in high school basketball. He's exceptional. He's like a Kevin Durant. He's unreal. So yeah, they're probably 2 other things. We're just enjoying playing some good basketball, being competitive. Yeah. Lou Delator with the pick. I haven't done any commentary, just talking, just answering some of these questions. Oh, Lou misses the layout. Another long pass. Oh, unsportsmanlike call on Peter Taylor. Benji with the finish on that one. Okay, next one here has much changed in the last 5 years. High school basketball, I'm assuming this is. Probably just the big thing is just like the private schools. That wasn't a thing 5 years ago. I think Christchurch College were ranked 20th out of 20 for like 3-4 years in a row. So it was crazy when I took a bit of a break from basketball. When I came back, Christ had, super coach Mark Dickel and Max Darling and Max de Geest, and all of a sudden they're really good. So I mean it took everybody a wee while to get used to Christchurch College being a good program, and obviously now they're number 1 ranked and got some insane players on that group. And then yeah, I guess you have to say the same for Stack. Stack didn't really ever have any imports. They had some good teams. I remember some good teams that they had, but they were never. I come back and they've got like Max Stoddard and some other tall guy. Can't quite remember his name. So that's probably the main thing that's changed. In the top comp, we used to play on Saturdays, so we didn't play Thompson Trophy on Tuesday nights. It's only kind of new. It's only been I don't know how long, since 2017, I think. So it used to be on Saturdays. And most games were at Bishopdale YMCA. Nearly all the games were at Bishopdale YMCA. So that's probably what I've seen change. It's good to have Ollie Wong back on the court with us. He's just like a great team guy. Sheesh, that was a tricky, nice three. It's just 33-14. So yeah, this is the adversity. We've got to, finding ourselves in this position's new. Oh. Jake Banks back into the game. Fresh off scoring 46 points against Rangiora. I think he's averaging 36 or something like that in Thompson Trophy. Like, just crazy numbers for JB. Cool, well, you probably heard enough of me talking, so I might do maybe one more of these questions for this recap thing for the students, and that will be, then I'll just let you watch the remainder of the game. Isn't that 24? This kid, man, if it wasn't for this guy, it would be a different story, I think, in that first quarter. I think he was really, like, quite the X factor as far as I'm concerned. never seen him or heard of him. But now I know. I know St Andrews a little bit better. Well, quite a lot, but quite a lot better after this one. I have to say I think another highlight, probably just saying that we're top 6 is a great thing for our school and our program. That's a big dub in itself. When we first got into this Pool A, St Bede's, Rangiora, Boys High, St Andrews, Burnside. That was a tough journey to get through a lot of those teams. I think St Bede's got up about 13 points on us in the first quarter as well. But thankfully we came through on that one. Oh, nice pass from Louis G. Hits Peter Taylor. Some interesting questions. Oh, the last one I'll do, Hugo Gonzalez checking into the game for Lou Delator. Thoughts on our junior program, on our juniors? Man, I coach at under 15s with Coach Nathan Martin. I love our junior squad. We've got an incredible group. I think we might have only lost one game so far on Saturdays. I don't know what that is, maybe 6-1 or something like that. Not like results, all that matters at the junior level, but they've come a long way. They're really talented. We've got some really skillful bigs. We've got some. I couldn't be more enthusiastic about our junior team, and you can see they've all got potential to go on to make the senior team in time. Couldn't be happier with our junior program. They're funny too. They're hilarious. Good group. That wasn't a great answer, my bad. Well, it was. It was positive. It was optimistic, but it wasn't that articulate and insightful. Timeout called 41-16. This is the adversity I'm talking about. What's going to happen next, you'll have to watch. Hopefully I haven't spoiled too much of this one.